We've been living here since 1954. I used to surf out here, but, it was a long time ago. It was back in the 50s. Surfing, that's what made the North Shore, really. I've traveled all over the world. I spent 20 years in the military. It's funny, Hawaii's just a great place to live. Since I'm retired and everything, this is about it. I come out here and just watch people go back and forth. It's just a kickback kind of a place now. Just enjoy the scenery and the surf. Like now the waves got real big now.
Girl, I love young. Dancing around like that won't drive me crazy. But why would I want you when it's plain you're not ever wanting me? Well, my whole life, all I have was to say guitar. Never gonna be lonely when alive as music in my heart. Never gonna wanna be something I'm not. Say you're older, I'ma be happy with what I got, 'cause I got music and it makes me feel alright. Got this here music and it helps me ease my mind, 'cause I got music and it takes away the pain. Got this here music and I got it every day. Come on. Like that, he drives all those little girls crazy. Say, did you see us in the background of the crowd on the TV? On the summer day we go and catch some morning waves, hanging out with my friends in the bar. Go only be okay, just like I don't remember rainy days when I was small. No, I won't remember hatred on my finger out, 'cause I got music and it makes me feel alright. Got this here music and it helps me ease my mind, 'cause I got music and it takes away the pain. Got this here music and I got it every day. No temperamental alibis, and I'm not wasting all my time. And I am looking for the truth in this, and I don't know just what I get, Cause I got this in music and it makes me feel alright. Got this here music and it helps me ease my mind, 'cause I got music and it takes away the pain. Got this here music and I got it every day.
Well, Hawaii is an amazing place to come for anyone that's a surfer, because as a surfer it's center stage, and like it's a good proving ground, and you mixing it up with the best in the world, and so you know it helps you to take it up a level, you know. For a surfer to travel the world and see different places and get to surf different waves and that, and enjoy the cultures and experience the world, you know, it's great. It's a great way to travel and a good way to see the world. This year seems like it's been a really good year for the South Africans in Hawaii. I guess with Jordy leading the charge, like doing really well at Haleiwa and then coming second at Sunset, you know, that's pretty amazing stuff, like beating Andy Irons in the final, who is like a master out at Sunset, you know, so he did really well and he's put himself on the map.
Say less.
Caught up in the everyday hustle and bustle of life, making decisions daily based on what's wrong and right within the strife and the good vibrations. The light and the dark come together to form the pulse of the nation. No hesitation, cause we in it to win it. Overcoming the odds to celebrate the situations we've been in. And yes, I've been through hard times, heartache and pain, but I've learned so those experiences weren't in vain. Sometimes you gotta go against the grain to stimulate and elevate your mind to higher planes. You know the saying.
Hawaii is it's a surfing mecca of the world, and everybody knows, you know, if you want to be a world champion, you gotta be able to crack in Hawaii.
The money and fame, but satisfaction in expressing the art. That's how it was and always will be. Set your mind and your soul free. So what's it about? The glitter, the gold, the ice and the visuals, the cars, the sexy ladies that you see in the videos, the clothes, the dough, the shows. You think that that's meaningful, or what you got inside your soul that makes you beautiful, son? To be a man, you don't need no gun. To be kings, feed your seeds with words of wisdom, and they can burn Babylon on down. Inherit your crown, inherit your crown. I'm sending this out to my people at the back of the line, who kept a smile on their faces through the hardest of times. Because when all else failed, we had the music. You know how we do it, get on the mic and then we start to lose it. Never confusing it with bullshit, keeping the message and the subject matter relevant. So when your day spent on robbing and dealing, what you doing to enrich the people in your community and lives of your kids stuck in the meaningless, in that never-ending cycle that just won't quit, licking shots on your enemies.
You definitely try and live up to your expectations, but I don't really think about all that kind of stuff, you know. I just want to surf. That's all I want to do. I don't want to worry about all the kind of sponsorships and what people are saying and all that kind of thing, you know. I don't really care what they think.
Old and past, future and present, we're gonna keep rocking and representing.
See Sunset, that's a big one for me. I like the wave a lot, and coming up against like guys like Andy, Fanning, and Parker, and those guys, it doesn't faze me at all, because you know they're normal people. Everybody's just normal, and I'm just out there to have fun with them. You know, we're all doing surfing for the same reason, so I just take it eat by eat, just see how it goes. Just want to have fun and surf and show everybody what I'm made of.
To a place where I can see sunshine, cause what's your life without passion? Giving meaning to the reason why you wake up each day, whether work or in play. You gotta love it, put it up high and nothing above it. Never mind if the skeptical people think that you bugging. If you're living in the present, then you should know that every day is a blessing and any time you could go. So you better represent, realize that the essence of your being is heaven sent, and you meant to be a light in the dark, a blazing inferno. When all you need to start the flame is a spark. Got off the mark and we back in the race, and to come out being victors, all we gotta do is pick up the pace, and in the face of opposition always realize that every dark cloud will have a silver line. So what's it about? The glitter, the gold, the ice and the visuals, the cars, the sexy ladies that you see in the videos, the clothes, the dough, the shows. You think that that's meaningful, or what you got inside your soul that makes you beautiful, son? To be a man, you don't need no gun. To be kings, feed your seeds with words of wisdom, and they can burn Babylon on down. Inherit your crown, inherit your crown.
champion from Australia in red, Joel Parkinson.
Just dream come true, eh? I'm just super stoked to get second. I'm overwhelmed. Stoked.
End goal in the CT would obviously be world champion. And if not even just once, but a couple times.
Minutes and hours you have devoured. I grow in your stone tower. I'm like a withering flower.
It's a potent place to me. It's kind of place where I like to come every year just to connect with the more powerful forces of the ocean. This season actually is the first season that I have checked out other equipment that is quite radically different to every other year I've been here. And it's a personal thing. Like, I have nothing to do with the tour. I have nothing to do with having a structure around my surfing and my surfboards especially. So I have the freedom to do whatever I want when it comes to surfboards.
You got me waiting for your words all night. Listen up. Tune your mind to your fortune tide.
I'm very, very lucky and fortunate to be able to just cruise on a wave, surf however I feel to surf. It's just a matter of trying things out. Different waves call for different boards, and it's just a natural kind of pursuit for me.
When situations put your world on hold.
In terms of sponsored grommets, they should be here as much as they possibly can. You know, there's so much you learn by being out in the water here about your surfing, your confidence levels, your fears, surfboards, all kinds of stuff.
Mahalo for visiting our islands. We hope you had a pleasant time and you return again soon. Aloha, ahoy ho.
He closes his eyes and says to his son, "Son, I am a-dying and soon I'll be gone. I lived a long life, but I lived it wrong. You have a chance to."
I came here just to experience, bigger, more powerful waves. Just see all the hype in the water, all the pros surfing with all the pros and seeing how much they charge.
Coming to Hawaii, it's really inspired me to get on the pro tour. I've experienced what it's like living in backpackers and being by myself, and I've actually really enjoyed it. And if that's what the life's going to be like on the QS and the CT, I'm ready for it.
Well, we spent 8 months here in Hawaii and then 4 months in South Africa. I want to try and push it to the next level and be remembered as someone who helped the sport of surfing.
Reasons to come to Hawaii is just to come in and just charge, get big barrels. And the waves are pretty heavy in Hawaii, just breaking so many boards and just flipping heavy.
Basically this season I've just been trying to camp out at backdoor, off the wall, pipe, just like the Golden Stretch. Most of the bigger days it's quite scary. I probably haven't been getting all the best waves, but just putting my time out there and getting to know all the local guys out there and getting to know the wave itself and just sussing it out pretty much and picking off 1 or 2 good ones every now and then. It's just a really good experience just being out there, and so that's where you make or break. That's where you make a reputation around you, make a name for yourself in that stretch. You just got to be patient and you just got to get through all your frustrations about not getting waves and everything, and if a good one does come your way, you got to go no matter what.
Sean's surfing has been refreshing actually. I was actually really stoked to see him like sticking it out, being here longer, you know, and it pays off in the end. If he has that kind of enthusiasm and patience, he will get something from putting the time in now.
This life, the sad sound contains you. This life, the sad sound can change you.
My name is Roger. I'm the postman for Sunset Beach, Delziland area. I deliver to most of the surfers that come down here during the winter months. I think Jamie O'Brien, to my peers on my route. Lane Beachley used to be on my on my route. She's cool. But all those local guys, all the local professional surfers, they're all nice, laid back. They're potent, very powerful. I think Pipeline is the only one where you got that barreling waves, which makes it unique for the North Shore. And I give the Pipeline specialists a lot of credit, being that those waves are really hard to surf. No, I'm a landlubber. I'm just a postman.
I'm very fortunate I work out of my house, and there's quite a few other guys that shape at home. It's more of a low-key approach. You know, you have quite a few big factories in Hawaii also, but the North Shore, the focus is the waves. It doesn't matter where the work gets done. So it's the most creative place to work, seems to be out of the house. The shaping process itself, it starts with talking to the rider, finding out what they want to do, what they want to change, what they'd like to achieve in that board. Specifically for the North Shore, you're building boards for different spots. And what I've learned over the years is different surfers have different needs, you know? And what one person's trying to tell me isn't necessarily the way I interpret it, but I've been pretty lucky in trying to listen. Tamayo Perry was originally started riding my boards in 1988, and he was one of the young kids from Sunset. It was he and Sean Riley, Jack and Petey Johnson, Poncho, and they were all just North Shore surfers. And over the years, Tamayo really stepped it up, and Pipeline became his focus.
The relationship I've developed over the years with Pipe kind of comes from within. I don't know. It's not like it was just kind of stepping stones on my evolution in surfing. I don't know. It was something allured me to Pipe, and I really have no idea what it is. But it pretty much since the first day I rode it, I was obsessed with it. Okay, the wave pipe itself would be, it's something that's so intense, so beautiful, but yet so raw and deadly at the same time. All of a sudden you're just locked in this Pacific Ocean cavern. You're locked in the Pacific Ocean, able to breathe, and all of a sudden, boom, you just get exploded and blown out. Boom. It's nature in her rawest form. I guess that's what Pipeline is. And like you see these swells marching, if you have any idea what it is to surf, especially here in Hawaii, we're like little mountaintops in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So you figure these swells are marching from the Aleutian Islands. So that's a long cross of Pacific Ocean to just harness all that raw energy. So by the time it unloads on our shallow shores, it's heavy stuff, bro. It's dynamite out there, and it's in your face. And it's kind of weird because there's a certain group of surfers out there that kind of they basically evolved their whole life around surfing Pipeline. And I bet if you ask them the same thing, they wouldn't know why or what draws them back to this place. It's like we're out there to just kind of keep an eye on each other. Everybody who surfs Pipe on a regular daily level, we just know it's a deadly place, bro. It's something that can kill you any given moment. This place demands utmost discipline and respect. Mother Nature's, she's out here to whip your ass, bro. You think you're out here to kind of tame her, but it's never the case. Because as soon as you think you're king out here, I think that's when she says, bro, you're nothing, and I'm everything.
These guys, they live and die for Pipe. You know, that's where they want to surf, and if any given morning, no matter what the swell's doing, you'll see Tamayo down there. In the last few years, Flynn Novak, who was pretty much surfing rocky lefts, Flynn became one of those guys, and that's kind of in the Ronnie Burns legacy. Flynn really stepped it up, where he's pretty much a small wave wizard and can do all the airs. He's learned to love big Pipeline, and he's fit right in there. And 3 years ago, I think he sat for 4 hours and got 2 waves. And in those 2 waves, he ended up with a cover shot and a double center spread.
I'm Flynn Novak. I'm 23 years old, born and raised on the North Shore of Oahu. and I've been surfing pipe. Been going out there since I was maybe 16, just checking it out, and didn't get like my first real wave out there until I was 19, and ever since then I was hooked. The vibe at Pipe is like, you know, when there aren't any sets coming, it's just a group of really tight friends, but once the sets come, it's just like a pack of wolves. It's hard to catch waves out there no matter who you are. Pipeline is like the girl that everyone wants to hook up with. You know, she only has a few nights a week, so, you know, sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you get barred.
If I gave you the truth, would it keep you alive? Though I'm closer to wrong, I'm no further from right. And now I'm convinced on the inside something's wrong with me. Convinced on the inside you're so much more than me. Yeah. Well, there's nothing you say that can salvage a lie, but I'm trying to keep my intentions disguised, and now I'm deprived of my conscience, and something's got to give. Deprived of my conscience, this all belongs to me.
Feels good, even if you didn't catch a good wave or whatever, you're still out there and you cheated death one more time.
You know, it's the greatest place in the world to build surfboards because you have so many good surfers. There's so much talent from all over the world coming in here, and it's just unbelievable.
This is my 10th year in a row coming to Hawaii. Yeah, I think the more I come here, the more I start to enjoy it. You know, I've gotten used to the waves, know all the secret little spots you can go surf on the different winds and stuff like that. So, yeah, the first couple of years were quite hard because you're just mixing it up with the crowd, and you don't really expect it to be like that. But yeah, it's 10th year now, and it's probably been the best one yet.
And someone stood on the bridal bouquet. I'm sorry about November, if it's lack of water. See how your pride's garden is filled. Well,
coming into Pipe, it's the last event of the year, so I was a little bit nervous. You can't count your chickens before they hatch. You can't say, oh, I'm not going to drop 6 spots. So I was a bit nervous, but I got through some heats, and the other guys lost, so I ended up staying 22nd, so I was stoked. To prepare for an event like Pipe, you have to really get into your longer boards. You can't pull out on Pipe on dodgy boards, because it's life and death out there. You got to be able to trust your equipment. So it's really tough getting practice out there, because you can sit out there for 2 hours and not get a wave because the crowds are so intense. It really is that intense. And but yeah, you just got to grin and bear it, and hopefully when you paddle out and you heat, the waves come to you.
I'm sorry that you're feeling ill. I'm sorry that they're giving you hell. But you're the one with the biggest heart. Well, that's called love. Just make it work. You feel it's pull, so you gotta push out. Pieces of fire, pieces of fire, pieces of fire, pieces of fire.
When I contemplate the day that's past and the day that's about to begin, it takes me back, it takes me back, it takes me back to you. When I realize the world I've survived in, how I've made it through, it takes me back, it takes me back, it takes me back to you. Dabon, dabon, do you echo? Skodabon, dabon, day. Skodabon, dabon, day. When I realize the truth behind the lie, I'm looking for someone new. It takes me back, it takes me back, it takes me back to you. When I realize the one is hard and easy, yours too. It takes me back, it takes me back, it takes me back, born into you. And I'm gonna love you, girl. The history between us makes me want you more. And I'm gonna love you, girl. Stick with me and we'll make memories.
I think the biggest thing that South Africans on a whole have got is they've just got a lot more confidence, just believing in yourself and because all the guys have got the ability, you know. Most of the guys doing the tour from South Africa have got what it takes. It's just a matter of believing in yourself.
It's like third world ghetto, but it's not really. I think it's more that first world, but it's just everyone's just so laid back, and it's just like so secluded little towns and stuff, especially the North Shore. Everything's just laid back, and people on their bicycles, and just the whole vibe's pretty cool.
You know, if you're blowing up out there, the guys will notice you.
Oh, it's definitely so much power in Hawaii compared to back home. I mean, the reef is so much more shallower, and just, I get dragged for about 20 meters, which is a joke. Days like today, it's magical, you know, you get pumping waves in the morning, then it goes kind of wobbly, it's kind of good, you get a little bit of a break for a couple of hours. Staying at a spot like this, you're so on it, you can see like, oh, okay, it's really good again, I'm going to get out there. And you can kind of find those windows when it's not too crowded and it's not too, it's just not too heavy at the moment.
Now, from Exploitation International.
The crippled kids from Nosebleed Hill stab you with an ice cream cone till you feel cool. Vomit and drool, lactose intolerant fools. Duck when I chuck cheddar around like ninja stars. Freestyling for scandals, chickens and bars. Rolling with the check, my baboon. Neighborhood trash can, wait a platoon. Nobody fuck with my volume button. Your pit bulls taste like mutton. To the fang of the mountain gang, coming out of third class, spitting slang. He's your haluk, mommy girl. I love it when your hair's in a swirl. Coast to coast, you shock most. Eating bubbles and toast. Get a nutritionist sipping on the 500 lemon twist. I know you feel the Jones coming. I know you feel the Jones coming. Now we in the Ranger with the fat subs, triple bladed spliff, heavy gang buds, cross down traffic and shit. As the doula thugs terrorize the lives of the sheep. As the red eyes pop to the beat, I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? Just so green rollers, hecky back with a red pooler neck. The colonel never seen a chicken fried with all its feathers. Kept them slide by slowly like afro combs out of Esco dudes. Platform shoes, second the rocket fast skate, stick a death rap dudes. My internal defenses are automatically airlocked. I'm getting a signal from sector 3, it's the next block. Probably some creatures from the deep, man. Fuck that, I got a snakeskin belt, 87th Dan. 3-6 o'clock offers girls, no ass, no tan. What's the plan? Give me your number so I can SMS you a makeover for that cold shoulder you gave. Enjoy shopping for that whack rave. I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? I got Friday Jones, and it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? Every day is Friday for the ghetto blast crew. Young, free, living in Africa, so fuck you. Got the pussy, the money, the weed, no seed. Rockin' no class, dirty ass funk till it bleeds. We cartoon porno on the net, eating avocado. You broke ass at the mall, ticket for the lotto. Fuck this weekend pimp shit, I'm a permanent. You thicker than the fur in your collar. Mine's permanent, Taiwanese Rolexes run in reverse when my lips burst. Fridays 50-50, a blessing and a curse. I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? I got Friday Jones, but it's only Monday. What am I supposed to do? I got Friday Jones.
They say they know for sure the pain that you felt, or the cards you have been dealt, but somehow they are never really there. It makes you wonder if they even care. So who needs a fair weather friend when the winds are blowing and a storm is rolling in, and you feel like you're gonna fall
Waimea Bay, I think, to many people is a really special place. I mean, from the 40s when Dickie Cross and Woody Brown and Dickie didn't, they were surfing Sunset in the 40s, and the Sunday Sunset got too big, so they tried to paddle down and get in here, and by that stage the bay was closing out already, and Woody made it in and Dickie passed away, disappeared completely. So that kept that whole little stay away from the bay story, for many years. It seems like I'm probably the clearest early in the morning, and the day's just starting, and it's beautiful to get out there. Yeah, there's no one in the way. It's just, get your lineups, go.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
6:20 in the morning, and we've had steadily growing boys all night. Started off at sort of 10:15, and I think by 2 a.m. I saw a 17 feet at 16 seconds. So we're hoping that gets to, hopefully we get 15 to 18 foot waves today, medium-sized bay, but conditions are looking good. First got to Hawaii and bought a 9-foot board, and was absolutely petrified out there, but it's slowly learning your lineups, getting to know the guys in the water, and I think you feel a little bit more confident in your own ability as the years seem to go on, so it's been a beautiful journey. I've got a lineup where there's a telephone pole on the mountain, and there's and the church steeple, and I know there's a certain distance between those when you are on the shallowest piece of reef out the back there, and that's the easy in, Growing up and reading all the magazines and stuff about how gnarly the locals are, and all that stuff. I remember coming here and I found it to be quite the opposite. The people were reserved in sharing their aloha, that beautiful spirit that the people have here. Did seem to take its time, but once they get to know you and see that you're respectful and you respect the waves, you respect the people and everything, then it's been amazing. I've made some really close friends, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Generally, there's a beautiful camaraderie. Everyone's looking out for each other in case you have a wipeout. It's one of the best things is that camaraderie out here. I remember a few years back thinking if you can get one 20-foot wave in your life, that can be, hey, I caught a 20-footer in my life, and that would be enough to rest on, But it's funny, I seem to, the more I do it, the more I love doing it.
He charges, he creates good vibes in the water wherever he goes, and he's the guy out there having the most fun, and isn't that an example of the best surfer in the world?
Try and stay as fit as we can, and as focused in the moment as when it's all lifting up. Keep your head cool and try to shoot down the chute.
The level of surfing at the moment's so crazy, and guys are laying it all on the line everywhere, but there are those odd guys that just stand out from the crowd, and guys like Kieran Perra and Seabass, they just do some crazy stuff.
I fell off a wave off the wall and just went down and landed at the bottom and got sucked around and must have hit a little air pocket and just dropped straight onto a rock onto my elbow. And then it just popped my shoulder out and got taken out the back. A few of the boys helped me out the back, and then the jet ski came from the Conest and got me, and the Conest doctors chucked it back in. So it's pretty lucky that the comp was on, or otherwise I would have been pretty screwed.
I'm 10 years old. When I paddle out a pipe, I don't really get much waves, but when you paddle out on the bigger days, like a big set comes, and then you just paddle far wide, and when set goes, in between sets, you can paddle into the inside, and you sneak in, and you get maybe a little 3-footer, and get a little pit. Yeah, that's what I do on bigger days.
So Cape Town, my friend, you keep me from falling, and it's all in my head, and I hear you calling. So what we gonna do today? We can watch the clouds drift away. Bring all your friends to play. You take away the rain, you bring me blue sky now. We're like a runaway train. I gotta stop somehow, I won't lose again. You gotta let me out. You can't tell my friend. You keep me from falling. It's all in my head, but I hear you calling.
My goal is, as a surfer, is to become a professional surfer, and that's pretty much what I want right now.
When you travel a lot, you realize how much everyone's missing by not traveling. We live in a world which is so amazingly beautiful, with so many amazing places, whether they've got waves or whether they don't, It's hard to think that there are a lot of people that just stay in one place and never really get to go anywhere else, because it's just the beautiful places and people and cultures you see when you travel is just, you can't really describe to people unless they've seen it.
I didn't know if I was supposed to look at the camera away, so I was kind of just looking at the boogie boards. Okay. I'm ready. Go.
Stuck inside the morning before yesterday. I am waiting for a new wave to sweep away the pain. When I find it in the evening, throw that look away, close the blinds and wait in time to know me better than that. I am thirsty for a hunger to eat up all my shame. I am waiting for the chance to think then walk away. When I find you in the morning, begging me to stay, just close your eyes and wait in time to know me better than that. No, you'll never know me better than that. I bet you thought I'd always make my way back. No, you'll never know me better than that, 'cause you lost a chance. You blow my mind when you turned your back. Yeah, you lost your time and your greatest find in 10 seconds flat. No, you'll never know me better than that. Better than that, better than that. Better than that, better than that, better than that. Just close your eyes, you're out of time. Just close your eyes, out of time, out of time. Just close your eyes, you're out of time to know me better than that.